Hey folks, Country Prepper here. So I've been tagged for this 3x3 knife challenge going around, and I was actually tagged by two different people. Johnny over at Jeep Things, he was out at the bug out camp with me, and so he did the most recent tag on this. And then I was also tagged by a newer channel that I just happened to come across. He sent me a message and he tagged me, called Garrett Outdoors. I'm going to be mentioning several channels in this video, so I will leave links to all of those channels in the description box below. So hey, go check them out, and if you like what you see, give them a sub and let them know good old Country Prepper sent you. Now, because I was tagged by two different people, I figured I ought to give you guys just a little something extra. So like usual, I'm working in the shop tonight, just kind of doing some last finishing touches on a bunch of sheaths for J Wolf Cutlery. And if you guys didn't know, if you weren't following my CP Kydex channel before I did this merge, I make all the sheaths for J Wolf Cutlery and all the Kydex sheaths. His leather guy is Lone Elk Leatherworks. Really awesome work. But so I do all the sheaths, all the Kydex sheaths for J Wolf Cutlery, and I have some sheaths that are going to be showing on a couple of really big channels coming up here pretty soon. Aaron over at Gideon's Tactical and Tim over at Everyday Tactical Vids. You'll be able to see my work over there on their channels. So I am really excited about that, and I also have a bunch of sheaths over at Drop Forge Survival, and I'm going to show you something that I'm working on for him here in just a minute. But just to kind of show you, I put some tape on the tag so I wasn't flashing somebody's address on there, but there's what his B4 or Bravo 4 is kind of what it looks like, and he does a bunch of different finishes. But J Wolf Cutlery, go check him out on Facebook. He does some really awesome work, and with my sheaths, get that nice click. So anyway, I'll turn the camera around and show you some stuff that I'm working on, and then I'll get started on the actual thing that I was tagged for. So I have a couple different projects going on here, and so I'm going to go ahead and tag these people to do this 3x3 knife challenge. And the first guy is Jacob Peterson over at the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors, and this is a knife that he got from, I think it was Bulgaria. There's a knife maker over there, and he's done some pretty nice work. He's fairly new to it, but it looks great. Anyhow, he's having a giveaway, and he's kind of working with me. I'm going to do kind of a review and build a sheath for his knife, and then I'll send it off to him. Anyhow, you'll see that coming up here pretty soon, the sheath for this, and also the review of the knife and all that good stuff. And so I'll kind of do an announcement about his giveaway, but just to give you a heads up, he's going to be doing a giveaway for that knife pretty soon. The next thing, this all the rest of this stuff, I'll set this off to the side. The rest of this here laying on this mat is all for Chris over at Drop Forge Survival. He has, I've been working with him. I got a bunch of sheaths on his 50,000 subscriber giveaway. If you guys aren't in on that already, you need to get over there, get in on it. It's over like $5 grand worth of gear, guys. So definitely go check his channel out and get in on that giveaway. But this is kind of a project that we are working on together, and he's basically wanting like the most epic survival sheath setup you could possibly imagine. So what he's got going on here, so he has he did a DIY little wood-burning stove or biofuel stove, whatever you'd want to call it, that comes in an Altoids tin. So the Altoids tin is going to go on the back side of the sheath. This here is a Plano box, has that orange seal gasket in there. You can see that. That one's going to go on the front down at the bottom here, and it's just kind of laid out where everything's going to go. Now, he also wanted a tinder tin on here, and this is one of my slider tins. So, 2-ounce slider tins. The only way that that's going to work is I'm going to have to make like a adapter plate sort of thing so that this can go this way, because it obviously can't go this way. It'll catch on stuff. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to make it so that that will slide out sideways instead of up and down like I usually make it. And then also ceramic rod to keep it sharp, and of course ferro rod for going along with the, I guess this is actually just a tinder tin, so not really a fire kit, but a tinder tin. So got to have ferro rod to go along with that. And if you guys don't know, this is the Scrama I think that's how you pronounce it. Very, very cool knife. I like the finish on that sucker. Isn't that cool? Got lots of oil on it right now. It's going to get cleaned up here pretty soon, and I'm going to be pressing the base for this knife. And get started on it. It's going to be kind of one of those things where I work on it. You know, at the end of the day, when I don't have enough time to finish another sheath, I'll work on this one for, you know, a half hour, hour at a time or something like that. So, just one of those things. It's one of those projects that gets done a little bit at a time. But I'm going to try to get it out the door as fast as I can. So, on to the 3x3 knife tag challenge. This was supposed to be your most used knife, your best budget knife, and your most recently acquired knife. So here are the 3 knives that kind of fit the bill for this challenge. And it wouldn't be fair for me to use the knives that I use for my business because those are not personal use knives. I have other knives that are more recent and more budget than what you see here. I think it's only fair to use the knives that I actually use on a regular basis for this tag. So I'm not going to use any of the knives that I only bought to make sheaths for. Now, one could argue that this one is actually more of a budget knife than this one, because this one is like 20 bucks and this one's like, what, 13, 14 bucks, something like that. This one is the more companion stainless, and I bought this one to keep in my get-home bag. The reason that I bought this for my get-home bag is because it's very light. The reason I went with stainless is so that I didn't have to worry about, you know, all the maintenance that comes with a carbon steel knife. It gets very humid here in Iowa, and if I leave it sitting in my truck, that's even worse. So a carbon steel knife would just rust in no time at all. So I chose to go with the stainless so that I wouldn't have to worry about it. It could just stay stuck to my get-home bag, and I don't have to think about it. So even though that is probably, it's a less expensive knife, or let's see, it costs less than this knife, I went with this for my best budget knife because it is one of my most used knives. So this is that SEMA one that I did a review on, I don't know, about a year ago, and it's holding up great, guys. If you do not own this knife and you need a good beater knife, something that doesn't cost a whole lot but is going to hold up, that is a really, really great choice. And I do make sheaths for them, obviously. So, there you go. This is my cross-draw sheath. This is the one I wore out to the bug-out camp. So, anyhow, that is... It's also one of my most used knives, but I've used this one a little more because I've had it for, I don't know, a year, year and a half longer than I've had this one. So, this is my Condor Critalis, and I also carried this one out to the bug out camp. This is by far my most used knife. I had it was kind of a toss-up between this one and my Condor Bushlore, but the Bushlore has basically been retired since I got, get it off the wall here, since I got this knife from Steve over at Bushcrafter 1973. He gave this knife to me as a gift. He made it himself, and I absolutely love this knife. So that has taken place of my Bushlore. So I didn't want to show it in this video because I basically don't use it anymore. So it couldn't be my most used knife if I don't use it at all anymore. So the Condor Critalis is an excellent knife. If you need a budget, more of a budget-minded survival knife, you want something a little better than a Schrade, this fits the bill right there. This is an excellent, excellent knife. Hollow pin handles, 1075 high carbon steel. Does get a little bit of a patina going there if you're not careful, but does have a good sharp spine, and it's holding up very well. I have absolutely used the crap out of this knife, and I have my light my fire ferro rod on there, no, this is a live fire on the back here, and then have a big Ranger band dangler, all that good stuff. You can see it's been well used. The Mora Companion stainless in black, that comes with several different color handles. So black, the SEMA one and the condor.
Alright,
so I need to do one more tag, and that is going to go to the Lanky Woodsman, new channel that I came across recently. And last I looked, he had just under 300 subscribers, so definitely go check out his channel and see what he does for this tag. He has some cool knives, so if you're interested in this kind of stuff, you're going to want to go watch at least that video. Oops, kicking the tripod here. You're at least going to want to go watch that video, because I seen some nice Bark River knives on there, and he's kind of apparently loves knives as much as I do. So definitely go check that channel out. Check all the channels out that I talked about in this video. As always, make sure you check out all the links in the description box below. I have a new social media site that I'm getting started on. It's called Steam It, and I'm going to be doing a standalone video just for that. But to give people a little heads up, everybody can earn money on Steam It, even the people that don't make videos. If you're just watching and commenting, hitting the, well, it gets called an upvote on that. I haven't got anything up on there yet, but if you want to get a head start on everybody else, go ahead and go follow me over there. The link is in the description box below with all the other important social media and blah, blah, blah. So anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.